Hi everyone, Bruno Fightmaster here with a quick review of Demon Tides, the sequel to the acclaimed Demon's Turf from Fabraz Studios. Thank you so much to the developers for sending me a code to do a quick look at it. I wouldn't call myself a connoisseur of platformer games, but I have some of my fondest memories in gaming with Donkey Kong, Crash Bandicoot, and Astrobot. What drew me to Demon Tides was not really having a lot of experience with platformers that have a truly open world, and I really enjoyed the attitude of the characters. I had previously tried this developer's other game, Slimeson, and had a great time with it, so I jumped on the opportunity when they offered a review code to check it out. A few years after becoming the queen of the Demon's Turf, Beebs, an orphan demon, receives a mysterious letter. It congratulated her on becoming the queen and asked her to come to Ragnar's Rock to discuss matters of being a monarch, signed by her father. Beebs immediately set out to get some answers from the father she never knew. Demon Tides will have players running, jumping, dashing, swimming, floating, and more with her demonic transformations. Ragnar's Rock is mostly ocean, with lots of islands and ruins dotted across the landscape for players to explore and interact with. Each of these islands has multiple items to collect in true collectathon fashion, and challenges range from platforming to boss fights to races across each island. The big pull is how players can get through some of these challenges. Demon Tides gives players multiple different ways to interact with these challenges in the transformations. A bat mode allows for multiple jumps, a spin mode allows for more careful maneuvering in the air, and a snake mode allows for faster ground movement with sacrifices to turning. As players progress, they will unlock different abilities and upgrades both to Beebs and her transformations, and allow players to choose how to progress. Do you upgrade the bat form to have a dash forward for more air movement, or upgrade the spin form to get a more gentle vertical movement? Maybe players focus more on Beebs and ignore her transformations. There are multiple ways to solve puzzles and challenges that give players freedom to play how they want. For me though, it doesn't hit the mark mechanically. I can see all the combinations that I could use to move around the area, double jump into the spin mode to float across a chasm on an island, and then into bat form to do a launch forward can get a lot of distance across an island for one example. Bottom line though, I couldn't get into it. Getting everything right doesn't make up for the very slow move speed of Beebs as a whole, and it felt sluggish to move around. It's only accented even more with how much open ocean there is to go through. Everything feels empty, and it killed the desire to really explore. Demon Tides also fell flat for me on a couple of other levels. Most of them felt like I was doing the same platforming each time, and there weren't really a lot of interesting variations on the platforming. There are a couple examples like the boss fight that doubled as a platforming chase sequence, and racing up a sinking ruin, but I didn't feel like I had to work with all the different transformations other than just getting as many jumps as possible to solve basically all issues. It felt lackluster to me. The story is also completely forgettable, and it ends so abruptly that it loses all impact. Maybe I would get more out of it from playing the first game, but I don't know if that would have changed it much. So where does that leave Demon Tides? There are a lot of different challenge areas and ways to interact with them that I can see the possibilities, and aesthetically it feels great with its bright colors and punk graffiti style. Mechanically though, it felt sluggish and cumbersome, where it didn't really sing to me as I hoped. I'll set sail and move on to other platformers, but I do encourage people who played Demon's Turf to give this one a look.